Hello and welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to add Google Forms leads to Pipedrive. So I have created a property inquiry forms using Google Forms. And here my objective is, as soon as I'm going to receive a new form submission, then automatically that lead should be created as a new person in my Pipedrive account. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Google Forms with my Pipedrive using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So now here to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me take you all to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So here on my screen you can see my Google form that I've created with the name property inquiry. And here my objective is, as soon as I'm going to receive a new form submission through my Google Forms, then automatically using the details, I want to create a new person in my Pipedrive account for the same lead received. So now here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Google Forms with my Pipedrive account using an automation software. And now firstly in this video, we are going to see the working of this amazing automation to understand the entire process more clearly. So now here to see the working, what we are going to do is that we are going to make a test submission using our Google Forms. So for that, let me take you to my form. So this is my form and here I've pre-filled some details such as first name, last name, email address, phone number, preferred location, budget range, property type, buyer and detail and the timeline. So now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the submit and you can see it says your response has been recorded. That means we have successfully made a form submission over here. So let's go and check our Pipedrive account. And here you can see we have successfully created a new person with the name test user. Here you can see the email address and the phone number. So with this, we have successfully seen the working of this amazing automation. And now here in this video, we are going to learn step by step that how you can set up this entire automation by simply connecting your Google Forms with your Pipedrive account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to access the Pabbly Connect, you need to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, and here before moving forward, let me all tell you about the Pabbly community. So this is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. You can ask questions, share workflows and get instant replies and helpful feedback from others who have faced these similar challenges. It is an active and supportive space to learn and grow together. And now you can find the link to join the Pabbly community in the description box below. Make sure to check it out and join the Pabbly community as soon as possible. Alright, let's move back to our Pabbly Connect's homepage, and here you can see two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on this sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly such as Pabbly Connect, Pabbly subscription billing, Pabbly email marketing, Pabbly form builder, Pabbly email verification, Pabbly hook and Pabbly chat flow. So you can see one software with so many useful applications. So in this video, we are going to integrate our different applications that are Google Forms and Pipedrive with the help of Pabbly Connect. So for that, I'm going to click on this Access Now button of this Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on the Create Workflow button given over here in the top right corner. And then it's asking me to select the workflow builder. So here you can see two options. One is new beta and the other one is classic. So basically beta version is modern, faster and more flexible, whereas classic one is stable and the familiar approach. So in this video, we are going to use this beta version by clicking on the select button, and then a Create Workflow dialog box is appeared in front of us. So here it is asking me to give a name to my workflow. So I'm going to give the name as Add Google Form Leads to Pipedrive. And then here it is asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as contacts. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you need to click on this Learn More hyperlink given over here, and it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this Create button given over here. Now in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here let me tell you that there are two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards that trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So we are going to click on this add trigger button, and here as you all know that I'm receiving new form submission through Google Forms. So I'm going to select my trigger as Google Forms and my app event as new response received. Then we're going to click on this connect, and here you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here we are going to use this webhook URL to connect our Google Forms with Pabbly Connect. So following the instructions given below, firstly I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my Google Forms account, and this is the Google form that I've created for the property inquiry. So now here my objective is, as soon as I'm going to receive a new form submission through Google Forms, then automatically I want to store these details at a specific place so that my team can read all the inquiries at one place. So for that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to connect this Google form with Google Sheets first, and here to link the Google form with Google Sheets, you need to click on this responses, and from here you can see the option of link to sheets. So you need to select that, and here you need to create a new spreadsheet for the same. And here you can see we have successfully created a new spreadsheet where you can see all the fields are similar to the one that we have entered in our Google Forms. So that means we have successfully connected our Google Forms with our Google Sheets. So now after building this connection, we are going to test this connection by simply making a Google Form submission. So here I've already published my form, and now I'm going to copy the responder link for this form, and then I'm going to open it in a new tab. And here we are going to enter some dummy details and make a test submission. So for the first name, I'm going to enter the name as dummy, last name as user, email as dummy@pabblytuts.com, and here we are going to enter a random phone number. Here for the preferred location, I'm going to select the location as Mumbai, budget range as 60,000. Here for the property type, we are going to select 2 BHK. For buy and rent, we are going to select rent, and here for the timeline, we are going to select the month as August. Alright, so we are going to click on the submit, and you can see it says your response has been recorded. So now let's go and check our Google Sheets, and here you can see we have successfully captured a new response over here where we have received the timestamp, first name, last name, email address, phone number, preferred location, budget range, property type, buy or rent, or the timeline as well. So with this, we have successfully tested the connection between our Google Forms and Google Sheets. Now what we are going to do is that we are going to connect this Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect in order to capture the response in Pabbly Connect as well. So now here to build a connection between the Google Sheet and Pabbly Connect, you need to install an add-on on your Google Sheets account first. And for that, you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select add-ons. Now here in this add-ons, you need to select get add-ons. Now in this Google Workspace Marketplace, you have to search for an add-on that is Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and then you need to install this particular add-on on your Google Sheets account in order to connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So you can see it is already installed in my Google Sheets account. So I'm going to move back, and once you're going to install the add-on, you need to follow exactly the same steps. Alright, so now after installing the add-on, you need to refresh your Google Sheets, and that's a necessary step. And after refreshing the Google Sheets, you need to click on this extensions, and then you'll be able to see the option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks over here. So from here, you need to select Initial Setup. Now here under this initial setup, you can see it is asking me to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So for the webhook URL, we are going to enter the webhook URL that we have received in our Pabbly's workflow. So I'm going to enter that webhook URL, and then here for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here in my Google Sheet, my last data column is column J. So I'm going to enter my trigger column as column J, and then we are going to click on this submit. And here you can see it says setup configured successfully. So we are going to click on this send test to test the connection between our Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. And here you can see it says test data sent successfully. That means we have successfully sent the first row data of our Google Sheets to this webhook URL. That means to our Pabbly's workflow. So let's go and check it. But here before moving back to Pabbly's workflow, you need to perform another very important step to completely connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So for that you need to click on this extensions. Then you need to select Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and now here under this you need to turn on the send on event. So by turning it on, automatically whenever a new detail is added in your Google Sheets, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Alright, so let's go and check it, and here you can see we have received a tick in front of the send on event. That means we have successfully turned it on. Alright, let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the trigger column, timeline. Here you can see the spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, and all the details of our Google Sheets that we have received through Google Forms. So with this we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received a new form submission through our Google Forms, then automatically I want to add that lead as a new person in my Pipedrive account. So for that what we are going to do is that we are going to add an action step over here, and here we are going to select our action application as Pipedrive. And here we are going to select the app event as creator person. Then we are going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, we are going to select add a new connection. If your Pipedrive account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection is asking me to enter the API token. So following the instructions given below, here I have already logged in my Pipedrive account, and from here I'm going to access my profile icon given on the top right corner. And from here I'm going to select personal preferences, and here under personal preferences you can see the option of API. So this is my API token. You can generate a new token as well. So for now I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API token. Alright, so this is my API token, and then I'm going to click on the save, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So let's move forward, and then here's asking me to enter the name. So now here I need to enter the name for the lead that I want to create as a new person in my Pipedrive account. So here instead of entering the name and other details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that when you're going to receive a new form submission through our Google Forms, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the name, I'm going to map the lead's name. So this is the first name. Then I'm going to enter a space, and then I'm going to map the last name. Here for the label, I'm going to select label as customer. You can select it as per your requirement from this drop down. Here this labels is not required field, so I'm going to leave it blank. Here for the phone number, I'm going to map the lead's phone number. Here I'm going to map the email address. Here this organization and owner is not required field, so we are going to leave it blank. Here for the visible to, I'm going to select item owner, and again here I'm going to map the first name and the last name separately for my lead. So let me do that. And here we are going to map the city as well. Alright, so this is the city, and now here the sales representative is not required field, so we are going to leave it blank. Alright, so here after entering all the required details, we are going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a new person in our Pipedrive account for the new form submission received through our Google Forms. So let's go and check it. Here we are going to move to the contacts, and here you can see we have successfully created a new person with the name dummy user. Here you can see the email address and the phone number as well. So with this we have successfully set up entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected our trigger as Google Forms and our action as Pipedrive, so that when you're going to receive a new form submission through our Google Forms, then automatically using the details, it is going to create a new person in our Pipedrive account as well. Alright, so these were the steps to how to add Google Forms leads to Pipedrive. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. And if you found this video helpful, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more automation tutorials. Also, if you have any doubts, then feel free to drop them in the comments below. See you in the next video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can write it at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit this URL. Now, if you liked the video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.